So he needed to buy something for him. He needed to, that made him feel needed.
He didn't feel like a man. He couldn't provide.
I think that was an internal issue with him.
That was his issue.
That was his issue.
Yeah, right, but that was his issue, but his issue affected you because if the person that's doing everything and you're making all the money and you know you're doing everything and he doesn't feel like he can measure up, so that's his issue, like you said. But it's a real issue because men feel that way.
But it took me a long time to get that whole concept, but it makes
Right.
sense to me because it wasn't my issue.
That probably explains why women ask, why is he cheating with that hood rat?
Yeah, because she
Why is he downgraded?
She makes him feel like a man.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, I was gonna say, I was going to say that's why they cheat. Some of them cheat because they're insecure with the woman that they're with. Because the woman doesn't lead them to, he doesn't feel needed by the woman that he's with. Then he gets the chick off the street that has nothing and looks at him like he is God because he has like a pair of Nikes on. And it's just like, he looks at her like, that's my savior. I'm gonna go, she's gonna give me what I can't get from home. But knowing that if he just reevaluates his situation, the woman that he's with will give him that same thing. But it's just,
those Nikes are Uptowns or Jordans?
What we talking? All right, my man.
I would vouch for what you said because one of my ex told me that I didn't make him feel needed. So exactly what you're saying is true. If I didn't make him.
Yeah, you didn't make me feel needed.
I mean, you gotta be honest.
Yeah.
Like in today's day and age, there's more women breadwinners.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's the reality.
Really,
That's what I'm at.
When men really say that they want an independent woman, can they
Handle it. You're right. You're absolutely right about that.
So I need them to stop saying, when men say that they want an independent woman, can they really handle that? Because at the end of the day, if a woman's independent, she's set up in a way that she may not need you financially. And that's a big deal. If you give her more than what she can provide for herself financially, then you're good. But at the end of the day, if she's not happy, she can just leave and walk away and go on to the next person. So that independent, nature kind of allows you not to be able to have that hold on her like you would. So maybe we should all just be poor. And we would need each other. All we would have is love.
Okay, let me see if I can't swerve away from cheating for a minute. First off, my name is Roy Sevens. I have a radio show called Hook Up Radio. Hope y'all check it out sometime. I see a quote that says here, so many people stay in unhappy marriages because they want their children to grow up in a two-parent household. And it seems like there's a flip side to that coin where we see this crazy number in the news all the time. 72% of families are single-parent households. Do you believe that the state of marriages that it is today has contributed to both of these things, as far as two-parent households and single-parent households, to where we see all these different things as far as cheating, as far as all these different factors? What do you think contributes to, unhappy families and single-parent households?
Social media.
Can I say something? All of this stuff has been around. All of this stuff has been around since the beginning of time. People are in this misconception that their grandparents' relationships were better. No, granddaddy cheated and had kids outside of the marriage. It was a different scenario. She had to stay because she
But grandmama stayed.
Nowadays, women know how to take that bullshit. Women are like, I'm not going for it.
Choose from back then, though.
Yeah, grandmama
There's too
stayed.
many to choose from now. It's Facebook, it's Twitter, it's
open.
LinkedIn.
Too many to
There's so much I can't even keep up. I can't even keep up.
Back then it was just a neighbor.
I'm telling you,
Men have more options.
Both men and women.
Men have more options than women.
Both.
I don't think that's
That's not true.
I think there's a few things at play. If you think about how our society is now, both parents are out of the home more. So if we remove the social media out of it, people are working more because it's more expensive to run a family and run a household. So when the demands of the external world takes a hold, the husband might have a high-powered job that requires him to be out of the home for days at a time. The woman does too. So when you don't see your partner, you don't see your mate, it becomes more difficult to connect. But now the kids are suffering because people don't have money to get nannies. If you do, that's a good thing. But I think it's a little bit more than social media. So I think men still had the same amount of options back then than they do, you know, as they do now. You know, it was always more women than men, but I just think that women were more dependent now, and we're more independent. So with that independence, there are certain things that keep us away from the home, and that plays a part into whether people are A, happy, B, you know, money, because really I don't think it's infidelity that leads to most divorces. It's actually finances and people's needs not getting met, but that has nothing to do with sex, you know, sex or anything like that. So
Chante, I'm sorry, Chante, you just said that men have more options than women in cheating. Why is that?
No, not in cheating. I said they have more options as far as finding a woman.
Oh, finding a woman.
That's
okay.
one of the reasons that women stay in those relationships where they're being abused, where they're being cheated on, because they don't want to, you know, they don't want to leave. Right. You know, but a man, that's why when they said a man, when he said, if you cheat on me, I'm out, I'm leaving because I have other options. Mm-hmm. I just think that for us, it's a little bit more challenging. It's more challenging to find that quality man that will be on your level or can build with you. As it is easier for him to go out there and get any woman that he wants, but it's not equally easy for me. Because, you know, of my credentials, what I do, blah, 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 blah. I'm meeting a man who might not be, you know, doing what I'm doing or not on my level, not to say not on my level, but it's more challenging, it's difficult.
What if the man is looking for specific things though? He just don't want a hood rat, he just don't want to lay up, he wants a little bit
but
more.
But there's 1,000 women just like me, like I'm nothing special, you know, it's 1,000 women who have, you know, who are beautiful, educated, you know, blah, 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 but there are not thousands of men who are the same way. The statistics now for black women, 48.8% have never been married. That's a big number. Men are marrying other races 7% more, 7 times more than they're marrying us. These are real numbers. You know what I'm saying? So they mean something. So that means that they have more options than I do.
Me?
Damn, she hit you with numbers, bro. I can't even help you with that. But and when she said that, I hear what she's saying, but when I walk down my block, it's more women being taken by other women. Honest truth. Let's talk about it. It's more women. No. That's another subject, but it's the truth though. It's more women being taken by other women because they feel like this man not making this much. I spoke to a girl.
Back to the numbers, 48%.
No. But I
agree with her because, like, just looking at from where I'm at now, like in the business world, it's much easier. Like, because when you get to a certain level and you look down, it's like as women get higher up, it gets harder for them. It's women who are lower socially, economically, they have a better chance of finding a man than a woman who gets more money.
Why? Because they're settled for anything. Because they are settled for anything.
It's not that they're settled for anything, it's that any man that come around is better than them. That's why. You're at the bottom, you're always looking up. A woman that's like up there already is harder for her.
Because she's not going to settle.
And a lot of men, not saying it's right, we're going to look at it and be like, I don't got to deal with that. I can go live somebody else that works.
Exactly. Miss Corporate, is that true?
So it's more about the male ego?
It's always been about the male ego.
It's true in the sense of people's experiences and what you're expecting. I didn't have the expectation that a guy had to be up here. We looked eye to eye, I'm cool. And even if you were still on your struggle and you still coming, I'm fine with that. But I do see where you can be at a certain level, and at this point, because you've been at that so long, that you don't, you know, if I've been hustling for 20 years and you've been out here for the same 20 years and you're not doing your hustle, there's going to be a problem because I'm not really trying to wait for that at this point. You know, that's a problem. But if you can carry your own weight, it's a possibility, but it's going to totally depend on where your head is at. You know, like if you're really looking just to lay up, then you need to just keep moving on because I don't really need to take care of someone who's not really handling themselves. So that's where that comes from when you get a little bit further up. Because now it's like, for me, I got to look at retirement. What are you doing? You know what I mean? What money have you put away? What investments have you made? What, you know, property do you, what do you have that you can say you can fall back on? Because if I fall ill, can you carry me? What's going to happen with that?
Should there be a cap?
I don't know if there should be a cap. I think that a lot of women are forced to date downwards socioeconomically. That's really where one of the issues is. I mean, like most of the female friends that I know, their man lives with them. The key word, lives with them. Like she was already established, and she found a man that has potential. We'll throw the potential word again, and she moved them in, and that's just how it is. Whereas men, when we get higher up, we pick and choose. Like we're not going to sit there and we're not. The higher we get, the easier it is for us.
Mike, you live alone, pause.
I live a lot, I do, yeah. I do.
So, but dating is easy for you.
Very.
Of course.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. Brian, you mad at me though? Brian looked at me in disgust. Like, damn. I'm being 100 with you.
You're happy with the life you're living, single.
Yeah, because I've come across women that's not.
How long do you think you're gonna live like that?
Listen, for right now, I can't answer that. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I can't. Not to wait. Not to say. No. Not to say.
What age do you just stop?
But not to say that I haven't tried though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Not to say I haven't tried. I've been burnt before. See, this is where you coming at me where.
Well, I'm saying when y'all didn't get burned, y'all stay burned for so.
I'm not burned from that. You see, I'm not. Wait a minute. No. No. Wait a minute. Honestly, my ex that I was doing right by, she went on my Instagram and started congratulating me like, oh, you giving relationship advice? Interesting. And I'm not here to give advice. I'm not sitting here to give advice. I'm telling you what I want to.
Why should you have to do that?
Why would she? That's her.
Together anymore.
Bruh, that's her way of because it just that's what I was trying to tell Miss Lady right here. New money versus old money. You know what I'm saying? Old money will call me and be like, you know what? Despite whatever we've been through, and like keep it 100, I did right by her. Like real talk.
Don't mean to cut you off. So why you didn't want her to do that? You wouldn't have her as a friend.
What do you? No, she's this. You
wouldn't have followed her.
You see her? She's not listening. She's not my friend. She's not my friend on the gram.
So how did she do it? Oh, you said she hit you. Okay.
She had Instagram stalkers.
Wait, is your page open?
She's a looker.
She's alert.
Yes, it's open.
I said, is your page open on Instagram?
Of course, it has to be.
It doesn't have to be.
I write books, sweetheart. I'm a radio personality.
Okay, I'm not sweetheart though, so don't.
You see that? What's her name? Christina.
Yes.
It has to be open.
It doesn't have to be open. You could have a page for your book, and then you could have your personal page.
No.
Whatever she chooses to write on your page for your book is whatever she chooses to write.
Honestly,
but if you choose to have your page open, then you're looking for a certain type of attention from certain things.
No, Christina, baby, no. That's all.
She didn't go to this baby